Hello gold traders, and how was your week? Now we're going to be going through the gold chart as usual, like we always do every weekend. Now last week was an interesting week. So in this new week, what are we going to be looking out for? We were able to get some trades last week. We posted it on our Telegram group. So if you're not on that Telegram group, just make sure you go join the Telegram group there. It's a free Telegram group where we post some of our updates. Now, in this new week, let's do the top-down analysis. What are we going to be looking out for? Are we going to be majorly looking out for buys, or are we going to be majorly looking out for sells? So let's go start from the higher time frame. Let's go to the monthly. Let's look at what we're seeing. All right. Now, looking at the monthly, we can clearly see that gold is still bearish, is pointing downwards, right? We're seeing all this bearish movement downwards, even though overall gold is still majorly bullish. But we're seeing this, push downwards, right? So gold is still looking very much bearish right now at the moment, as we can see. So what can we expect? We've marked out this level right here, and it's important, which is around here, which is the monthly high, right? For around 4,550 level thereabout. All right. So let's go to the weekly, and then also we marked out this level right here, which is around 4,367 level, as you can see. Let's go to the weekly. Now looking at the weekly, we can still clearly see that gold is pointing downwards. Gold is bearish. We can see this massive rejection. Gold closed with a massive week at the end of the week, right? So we should still be majorly looking out for sells though, because gold is pointing downwards, looking bearish now. But we might see a slight retracement or pullback upwards, right, before we see the dump again. So there's a tendency for us to see price push up into this level right there, right? We might see price push up into this level. Let me mark this level right there for you guys so you see it. When we go to a lower time frame, we'll see things clear there. So this is 4329 level, so we'll just mark that the weekly resistance area. And then this other one has already been marked, is also another key area that we should also keep our eye on. Let's extend it. So also mark that as WR. So those are the levels we're going to keep our eye on. Now this is the previous weekly fib level, 50% previous weekly fib level, right? We're still going to leave that there. All right, and as we said, this is the monthly high right there. I think somewhere here, we didn't get it perfectly, but somewhere around there. All right, so let's go to the daily. Let's see what things are looking like on the daily. Now on the daily, yeah, things are looking quite bearish, although we can see these green candles, bullish candles pointing upwards. So like I said, we might see a slight pullback or some pullback push up upwards before we start seeing a dump. So we could look for price to get into this first WR level that we talked about, and then probably even this other level. Then we could see some dump from there. Another level thing I'm going to mark out here is the 50% fib of this entire push, this leg, right? So there's a tendency for price to want to come into that 50% level right here, and as you can see, it lines up or matches very closely with this WR we have right here. So it makes sense that price could want to push into that zone and then give us a drop from this entire level right there. All right, so we might have to remove this. So but let me just wait, let's go to the 4-hour. So let's see what things are looking like. And now if you see here, there's an indecision candle on this daily candle right here, right? So this, the first WR here, it's a very key level. 4329 level is something that we should take note of. All right, so let's go to the 4-hour. Now looking at the 4-hour, we can see things clearer now. Good. All right, so okay, good. So we can leave this here too, so because we can see that there is a resistance level right here, but we don't want it to distract us too much. So we know that price is going to most likely push into this zone. Now as we can see here, there's a range here. This is a box. We have a slight range right here, so price could break out of that level. So what we could look out for is something of this nature. Price could break out of that level, take liquidity, right? Give us higher highs. Then you could wait for a change of character on a much lower time frame, and then you could now start looking for yourselves downwards, right? That's something you could look for, something of this nature, price to come into this level right there. Another thing that could also play out is price could just go up a bit, take liquidity, and then start to dump. All right, so that's something also we can look out for. All right, so I'm just going to be majorly looking for sales. All right, so these are the levels I'm going to be looking for my sales from. So let me know in the comment section what you guys are going to be looking out for and what you think. But like I said, it's majorly sales I'm going to be looking out for. All right, so that's it, guys. But that doesn't mean I can't also capitalize on the buys, but I'm going to be majorly looking out for sales in these scenarios. So I do hope you guys have a wonderful trading week. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel, um, like and share this video, and drop your comments in the video, and drop your comments in the comment section. Bye, guys.